Hello everybody, and welcome. Today I thought it would be fun to do some learning together. Almost like a little quiz, but this is using flashcards. So this is all about the human body, and I thought I can quiz you and then tell you the answer. So we can go through some of these. This was kindly gifted over on my throne wish list, so thank you so much. So this is all about the human body, and there's 125 cards, but there is actually this similar thing for animals of the world, dinosaurs, rock and minerals, trees of the world, and the periodic table. That one would be really cool actually. Maybe I could collect them. So if you do enjoy this video, please do give it a like and comment if you want me to do another one, and perhaps we can try and get the others. So you can just sit back, relax, and we can do some learning together. On the back it says, from your brain to your big toe, take an exciting tour through the human body and test your knowledge with this set of fun, fact-packed flashcards. So the front of the card shows a part of the body in vivid detail. Name the numbered body parts with the help of the clue in the panel. An introduction reveals fascinating facts about the human body. You'll find the answers to the numbered prompts on the reverse of the card. So let's have a little look, and we can do some learning and revising together. So as you probably know, I'm a student. I'm actually studying to be a cardiac physiologist. It's through my workplace. So I'm always studying at the moment. So this will become really useful actually. So thank you so much for gifting me these. So it comes like this. Number 1, how these cards work. The deck reveals the inner workings of the human body as you've never seen it before. Incredibly detailed pictures and fun quizzes help you to become an ultimate expert on the complex machines we know as our bodies. The front of each card is a puzzle to unravel. Can you name the section of the body and its different parts? Okay. think we can do this. The back of the card reveals the section of the body, such as the heart or a process, such as how the heart works. Discover amazing facts about this part of the body. The cards labelled Body System at the top are slightly different to the other cards in the deck. Try to guess the body system shown on the front of the card. The back of the card reveals the body system, such as the muscular system, and uncovers fascinating facts about it. So we have some facts. What's your body made of? The basic materials that make up your body are simply chemicals such as water, carbon, and oxygen, but they join to create more complex compounds. At least 54 chemical elements feature in total, but most of these are tiny traces. So oxygen is 65%. About 2/3 of the body is oxygen. Most of the oxygen is bonded with hydrogen to form H2O, the chemical formula for water. Carbon, 18.5%. Nearly 1/5 of the body is carbon, the same element that coal, diamond, and the lead of pencils are made from. Hydrogen, 10%. The most common element in the universe, hydrogen, has the tiniest atoms and is mostly bonded with carbon or oxygen in the body. Others, 6.5%. Precious elements. The human body contains a tiny amount of gold, less than the weight of a grain of sand. Most of the body's gold is in the blood. Other elements include less than 1%, iron 0.006%, sodium 0.2%, potassium 0.4%, phosphorus, I'm not sure how that one's pronounced, 1%, calcium 1.5%, and nitrogen 3%. Body chemistry. Water is an essential ingredient of body cells. The millions of chemical reactions that power life take place in the water contained in the body's cells. Different body tissues contain varying amounts of water. Muscle contains 3 times more water than bone. Blood, 83% water. Muscle, 75% water. Fat, 25% water. Bone, 22% water. In and out. The body needs water to stay alive. This image shows how the water we take in compares with the water that exits in different ways, such as breathing and sweating. So this in the blue is the water in, and the orange is the water out. So the water in, drinks 60%. Most of the fluid entering the body comes from regular drinking. Food, 30%. All the foods we eat contain some water. Metabolic water, 10%. This is made by chemical activity inside the cells as they turn fuel and oxygen into energy. Water out, Urine, 60%. Most of the water we lose is in the form of urine produced by the kidneys. Breathing out, 25%. Water inside the lungs exits with exhaled air. Sweat, 8%. The body keeps cool by sweating, then water evaporates on the skin's surface. Feces, 4%. Solid waste leaving the body contains some water. Other, less than 3%. This includes saliva, tears, mucus, and blood. So now we have the water levels. The amount of water in a person depends on their age, gender, and weight. The more water-rich muscles they have, the higher their water content. As we grow older, muscles shrink and water levels drop. So newborn baby, 74%. An adult male, 60%. An adult female, 50%. And an elderly person, 40%. I'm going to read the rest of these 3, and then we'll head on to the quizzing part. So this is called Making a Human. Cells carry out life's vital processes, such as processing food. They are also arranged into tissues such as muscles. Multiple tissues make up organs, each of which has a specific vital function. A collection of organs working to carry out one process is called body system. There's the cell, tissue, organ, body system. The cell, the basic building blocks of life. Cells can be specialized for a variety of different tasks. Tissue, groups of complementary cells work together in tissues that perform particular functions. Organ, combination of tissues are assembled together to make up organs such as the human heart. Body system, complementary organs are connected into body systems which carry out key processes. Body systems. The card in the deck are organized by the 12 body systems, groups of body parts that carry out different tasks. The 12 systems are the skeletal, muscular, digestive, nervous, cardiovascular, respiratory, reproductive, urinary, endocrine, skin, hair and nails, lymphatic, and immune. The inside story. In 1895, the discovery of X-rays first made it possible to see images of a living body's internal structure. Since then, many more methods of looking inside the body have been developed. Doctors now rely on imaging techniques to improve diagnosis, surgery, and treatment. Magnetic resonance imaging, MRI. MRI scanners use radio waves to create detailed pictures of structures inside the body. This MRI scan shows a person's knee. The yellow areas are bone with cartilage showing in blue. You can see that just here. Angiogram. For this type of scan, a patient is first injected with a special dye that highlights blood vessels on X-rays. The arteries in the knee and lower legs are seen clearly as mauve tubes in this angiogram. X-rays. X-rays are a type of high-energy radiation. Rays are beamed through the body and onto photographic film. Harder body parts such as bone absorb the rays and make a clear image on the film. Soft tissue is not as visible because the rays pass easily through it. The bones of a right foot show up yellow, green and blue in this coloured X-ray. The human body is a fantastically complicated machine made from millions of different parts, all packed tightly together beneath the skin. To understand how the body works, we can look inside and see how the parts fit and work together. Endoscopy. An endoscopy, or an endoscope, is a thin, flexible tube with a camera at the end. Doctors insert the tube through one of the body's openings, then watch the images it produces on a monitor. This endoscope image shows a healthy, large intestine. Ultrasound. An ultrasound makes images from sound waves. Ultrasound is used to check on the health of organs and of babies in the uterus. This ultrasound is measuring a healthy kidney inside the abdomen. Computerized tomography, CT. CT scanners rotate around a person and make X-ray images of the body, which can be layered on top of each other to produce 3D images. This CT scan shows a pair of lungs, green, and a heart in red. Future bodies. Scientists are constantly researching new ways to help us feel better and live longer. Some are working to prevent and cure disease by studying our DNA and genetic makeup. Others are developing bionic body parts to replace limbs and internal organs. Bioprinting. The method of using a 3D printer to make body parts is called bioprinting. An organ such as an artificial kidney can be built from layers of bioink, a mixture of gel and human cells. Gene editing. Scientists have found how to use enzymes called nucleases to target, remove, and replace sections of a DNA strand. The latest technologies allow them to remove specific areas of the DNA molecule with amazing precision. New sections are inserted into an existing DNA molecule. Nanomedicine. In the future, engineers could develop tiny nanobots and inject them into the bloodstream to destroy bacteria, repair damaged cells, and deliver medicines or new strands of DNA. Prosthetics are artificial replacements for parts of the body. Scientists are now experimenting with prosthetics that communicate more directly with the human brain. In the future, it could become common for humans to have both natural and artificial body parts. Bionic suit. This suit, designed by American company Exobionics, helped to rehabilitate people who have suffered strokes and spinal injuries by correcting posture and assisting them as they walk. Rechargeable lithium batteries, rigid back support helps with posture. Leg braces can be adjusted to fit users of different heights. Running blade. Blade-like prosthetic legs made of reinforced plastic or carbon fiber have have been developed for disabled athletes. These flex as they press the ground and then spring back into shape, given a push that makes running faster. So that was pretty much the introduction. We now have the quiz-like cards. So I'm going to do a couple of these from each section. There's different colours, so I assume they're about something different. So let's give this a try. The first ones we're going to try is this one, Body Basics. It says here, you have trillions of these in your body. Can you name the numbered parts? So I'm going to hold this up for you to have a little look. Can you name the numbered parts? Okay. So this is a cell. The body is made of trillions of cells, each too small to see without a microscope. There are about 200 different types in the body. Just as the body has organs such as the heart, the cell has organelles such as the mitochondria. These parts work together to make the cell a living unit. So number 1 is the cytoplasm. This jelly-like fluid in which cell organelles float contain proteins and other substances. Number 2 is the vacuole. This bag contains water and food taken into the cell. Number 3 is the nucleus. The nucleus is the cell's control center containing genetic material called DNA. And number 4, the mitochondria. These sausage-shaped organelles are the cell's power stations. They release the energy from glucose and other foods the cells use to drive their many activities. Again, we have one from Body Basics. What are these? Can you name each one? I will give you a hint. These are types of cells. There are about 200 different types of cell, each with its own size, shape, and content. Each busy living cell consists of an outer membrane, cytoplasm, which is jelly-like fluid, and different types of organelles. Most cells have a control center called the nucleus. So number 1, red blood cells are donut-shaped, and this allows them to pick up and carry oxygen easily. Number 2 is nerve cells. Nerve cells are long, thin, and carry electrical signals over long distances. Number 3, muscle cells can contract, shorten, and relax to produce movement. Number 4 is epidermal cells in the skin fit tightly together to form a protective layer. Number 5 is fat cells, which are filled with droplets of liquid fat as an energy store. And number 6, cone cells in the eye detect light, enabling us to see. Another one from Body Basics. 2 chromosomes determine whether a baby is a boy or a girl. What are they? A baby's characteristics are set by the DNA it inherits from its parents. 2 special chromosomes called X and Y determine a baby's sex. All eggs contain an X chromosome. A sperm carries either an X or a Y chromosome, so it determines the baby's sex. The mother. XX, which leads an X down to the XY. The father, XY. So, to better show you this, you can see it here. So if the mother's got the X and the father's Y, the baby is an XY. Or if the mother carries an X and the father carries an X, it's XX, which is girl. So a boy's chromosomes is X and Y, and a girl is X and X. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Next, we're going to move on to the blue cards, which there are lots of these here. So I think this is all about the skeletal system. So I'm going to pick a couple which I think will be interesting. Let's start with the first 2 cards, I think. So, body system, front and back. Body systems are groups of body parts that carry out different tasks. Name the body system shown here. Okay, well, if you were listening to me just now, I already said this. So this is the skeletal system. The skeleton shapes and supports the body, allows it to move, and protects internal organs. It is constructed from 206 bones that, from far being dry and dusty, are moist, living body parts. Together, those bones create a framework that is strong but light. Babies are born with about 300 bones, but adults have just 206. Some fuse together as we grow. The collagen in bone constantly renews itself, so about every 7 years you have a completely new skeleton. That's really interesting. And the second one I will pick for you is this one, still part of the skeletal system. What are these points where 2 or more bones meet? Can you name them? This is quite tricky, but I will go through them just so you can look at it while I explain it to you. So these are joints. Wherever two or more bones meet, they form a joint. Most joints are flexible, allowing some movement between the bones. The 6 types of joint described here are all synovial joints. They allow movement while protecting the bones from damage when they move against each other. So number 1, ball and socket joint. The ball-shaped head of one bone fits into the cup shape of another one. Number 2, saddle joint. At the base of the thumb, 2 U-shaped bones meet, allowing the thumb to rotate in 2 directions. Number 3, condyloid joint. Found in the knuckles and toes, this joint enables side-to-side and up and down movement. Number 4, plane joint. Also called a gliding joint, this is where 2 flat-ended bones slide against each other. Number 5, hinge joint. Like a door hinge that allows a door to open or close, the hinge joint at the elbow lets the arm bend and straighten. And number 6, pivot joint. This joint allows one bone to swivel around another. It enables the skull to move from side to side. Okay, next we're going to move on to the orange set of cards. And again, I'm going to do the first 2 for you. This is the first one. I won't give away the name. Body systems are groups of body parts that carry out different tasks. Name the body system shown here. So really look at the image. What's the body system that the image is showing? So if you said muscular system, you are correct. Every single movement your body makes is produced by the muscular system. Muscles are layers of hard work and tissue that shape the body, keep it upright, and move it around. Muscle tissue is made of long cells called fibers, which use energy to contract, shorten. If all the body's muscles pulled in the same direction at once, they could create a force strong enough to lift a small truck. More than 600 muscles are attached to the human skeleton. Wow, that's pretty crazy to think. I thought it was 620. I might be wrong though, but I think it's 620. Someone, I don't know, Google it, let me know the exact amount of muscles. I think it's 620. I think. Somewhere in my mind, that number is there. So next, we're going to do another one from the muscular system. What is the person doing to their muscles in each section? So what are they doing in each section? What's the person doing? Might be tricky to see. You can look at the arrows. That might give you a clue. So this is how muscles work. The bones of your skeleton are moved by muscles. Muscles cannot push, they can only pull. So each joint needs a pair. One muscle to bend, flex, the joint, and another to straighten, extend it. As one muscle contracts, the opposite muscle relaxes. So number 1 is flex and 2 extend. So we're going to start. The elbow bends and flexes. The biceps contracts, pulling on the radius. The triceps is relaxed. The top of the triceps attached to shoulder blade and humerus. Triceps contract. Biceps is relaxed. Elbow straightens and extends, and the triceps pulls on ulna. So that's that one. There are so many different cards, so if you did want me to do more of these videos, I definitely can. I'm just trying to show you a little bit from each one. Next we have the green ones. So this one is interesting. I'm hoping you get this one correct. So again, it wants you to identify the body system for this one. So body systems are groups of body parts that carry out different tasks. Name the body system shown here. So what's the body system? I'll read you what these say. Food is broken down into the mouth by chewing. When you swallow, the esophagus and muscular tube moves food to the stomach. Most digestion takes place in the small intestine. So what's the system? If you said digestive system, you are correct. Food gives the body the nutrients and energy it needs. The job of the digestive system is to break food down into simple substances the body can use. These are then absorbed into the bloodstream, while any indigestible waste is removed. It takes 7 seconds for food to travel from your mouth to your stomach. An adult's gallbladder is about the size of a small pear. The pancreas is as big as a banana. And next, it wants you to label these key parts. So, this is one of 2 digestive organs that helps you taste and smell. Can you name the numbered parts? So have a really close look. They're all very close together, so it might be slightly tricky. I will go through them with you though. So this is actually about the nose. The nose and the tongue send signals to help the brain decide whether or not to swallow substances into the body. Smell and taste act as combined senses in the brain to create the perception of flavor. But the sense of smell is 10,000 times more sensitive than taste. So number 1 is the olfactory bulb. Information about smells is processed here before being passed to the brain. Number 2 is olfactory nerves. These nerves carry signals from receptor cells to the olfactory bulb. Number 3, olfactory receptors. Nerve cells contain smell receptors called odorants. And number 4, the nasal cavity. This large area behind the nose is full of air. So well done if you got some of that correctly. That one's quite tricky. Next I'm going to move on to the purple set of cards. So the first one, of course, it wants you to name the body system. Okay? I'll read to you what it says, but the clues are there. Nerves are large bundles of neurons that carry electrical impulses through every part of the body. The brain is the largest organ in this system. So what system is this? If you said the nervous system, you are correct. The nervous system is the body's communication and control network. The brain sends and receives messages at great speed along the spinal cord and billions of interconnecting nerve cells wired up to every part of the body. The nerve cells are called neurons. The body's nervous system can transmit signals at speed of 350 kilometers an hour, which is 220 miles per hour. If all the body's neurons, nerve cells, were put end to end, they would stretch 60 kilometers, which is 37 miles. This one's a fun one. So part of the nervous system, the human brain contains around 100 billion of these. Can you name the numbered parts? So this is neurons. Every nerve is made up of neurons, and there are billions of them. If all the body's neurons were put end to end, they would stretch 60 kilometers, which is 37 miles. Electrical signals pass from one neuron to another by moving down their long extensions, which are called axons. So number 1, the axon, carries nerve impulses away from the cell body. Number 2, dendrites, carry incoming nerve impulses towards the cell body. Number 3, cell body. Number 4, the nucleus. Number 5, synapses are junctions between neurons. And number 6 is the myelin sheaths, surround axons, insulating them and helping the electrical signal travel quickly. Next we move on to the blue set of cards. So the first one, again, wants you to name the body system shown here. I will read you them. The heart pushes blood around the body. The great venous vein is the longest vein in the body. The arteries of the neck have the important role of supplying blood to the brain. So can you name the body system shown here? This is, of course, the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system is the body's blood transport network. Blood delivers oxygen and nutrients to cells so they can convert them into energy. Then it carries away waste products created by this energy-making process. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels, at about 1/10 of the diameter of a human hair. The average adult man's heart weighs around 340 grams, which is 12 ounces, about the same as a tin of soup. Just a little fun fact for you there. Let's do... this one will be interesting. So, this organ pumps blood around the body. Can you name the numbered parts? So this is of course the heart. The heart is at the center of the body's circulation system. The muscle it is made of is not found anywhere else in the body. It pushes blood out to the body, then fills the heart up again, ready for the next beat. So number 1 is the superior vena cava. This large vein returns oxygen-poor blood from the upper body to the heart. Number 2 is the aorta. The body's main artery carries blood from the heart to the rest of the body. Number 3, pulmonary artery. Blood is carried to the lungs by this vessel. Number 4 is the coronary artery. And number 5 is the pericardium. This is a tough, double-layered bag around the heart. And let's do this one. So, water makes up about 3/4 of the weight of this organ. Can you name the numbered parts? I feel like you can do a few of these. So this is of course the inside of the heart. The heart has small upper spaces called atriums and larger spaces called ventricles. Blood is pumped from atrium to ventricle, then out of the heart. Valves open and close to make sure that the blood only flows in one direction. So number 1 is the right atrium. Number 2 is the pulmonary valve. Number 3 is the left atrium. Number 4 is the mitral valve. Number 5 is the left ventricle. Number 6 is the right ventricle. And number 7 is the tricuspid valve. So that's all we're going to do for that one. Next we have the yellow cards. So, name the body system shown here. I'll read to you. The nose takes air into the body. The windpipe, trachea, is a strong tube of muscle and rings of cartilage. Name the body system shown here. So if you said the respiratory system, you would be correct. Every cell in the human body needs a constant supply of oxygen to survive. The lungs and airways of the respiratory system deliver this oxygen and also expel waste carbon dioxide. We take in air through the mouth and nose into the lungs. On average, a 10-year-old breathes in and out about 20 times every minute. A glass full of mucus forms in your airways each day and you swallow it. Fun little fact for you. So, we have this diagram. What is this process called? Can you name the 2 types of molecules shown here? So this is a gas exchange. Oxygen from the air we breathe seeps through the lung membranes into the bloodstream, where it is carried to all the body cells. They need to receive a continual supply of oxygen while getting rid of their waste carbon dioxide. This swapping of gases is called gas exchange. Number 1 is oxygen, O2 molecules. Oxygen from the air is moved to the bloodstream. Red blood cells carrying the oxygen. Blood delivers oxygen to cells and tissues, and then you get to the organs and tissues. Carbon dioxide moves from cells to the bloodstream. The red blood cells carrying carbon dioxide, And then you get to number 2, which is the carbon dioxide enters the lungs and is breathed out. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is in the green. This is probably going to be the last one because I've just realised I've been rambling for a very long time. So you need to name the body system shown here. The heart releases hormones that control blood pressure. The thyroid gland releases thyroxine, which controls the body's metabolic rate, the speed at which cells use up the oxygen that fuels them. Name the body system here. This is, of course, the endocrine system. As well as sending high-speed signals along the nervous system, the body also uses chemicals called hormones to carry messages to specific parts. These hormones are produced and released into the bloodstream by the tissues and glands of the endocrine system. Stroking a pet dog or cat releases the hormone oxytocin, which lowers blood pressures and reduces feelings of anxiety. There are about 50 different kinds of hormone made by a dozen or so major glands, as well as some organs. And we're going to do another one from this one. So you need to name this number 1. This gland in the brain is sometimes called the master gland. What is it called? Do you know? This is the pituitary gland. It is about the size of a pea. 7 different hormones are made in this tiny gland. Hormones released by the pituitary affect growth, blood pressure, stress, body chemistry, water balance, the production of milk in mothers, and the female reproductive system. So there are lots of cards in this. I've just stuck to the first one of each section, but there are numerous cards in each section. But this has been extremely useful. You also get given a little glossary at the end. And yeah, these are all of the cards. Of course, we haven't done all of them because there's 125, but I hope you enjoyed this little sort of revision, facts, quiz-like video. Let me know if you liked it. I could definitely do another one of these because these actually help me by learning as well and remembering, because I have to know literally everything. So yeah, let me know if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Also, if you think I should get the other ones with the dinosaurs and the periodic table, I think that would be really fun. So yeah, let me know. I might actually add those to my throne wish list. So yeah, I always put on there different props or different things, just if any of you as a thank you would like to gift or donate a prop for a video. Sometimes I will obviously get props myself, but it's quite expensive constantly getting props for videos, so sometimes I'll do like a monthly sort of order and I'll get a couple of things, but if not, I pop it on there and then I sort of know what I want to do. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely did enjoy it. Something different, which we love. So yeah, thank you so much, and thank you so much for the gift. I absolutely love these. I'm going to be using these all the time. But yeah, I'm sorry I've been rambling on for almost an hour. I cannot believe that. I was really enjoying this, as you can probably tell. But yeah, take care. Thank you all so much. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.